Our economy is better than most, but will stagnate for a while. Consumerism is rampant, personal debt unsustainably high, and we are part of a sluggish global economy. Still, Christians shouldn't worry as God is in control. We must reduce dependence on consumer spending and so refocus our economy to production, productivity, infrastructure, and capital projects. Even so, soon, Canada will face more negative effects of 1. Our subprime lending, 2. Globalization. First, subprime lending. While the size and scope of the U.S. subprime market is greater than ours, we adopted bad mortgage practices which will hurt us as our economy continues to slow. We must discontinue no down payment and interest-only mortgages that target people who can't afford down payments. These mortgages create home ownership responsibilities with zero or negative equity. Mortgagees would be better off renting until they could afford down payments. Shortly, they'll see their homes' values fall while their mortgages grow. No down payment and interest-only mortgages don't create affordable housing, don't help people to own their own homes, but strain family relations. Affordable housing means more than eliminating down payments and hiking later payments. I pray we scrap these seductive but expensive mortgages. Meantime, if you have one of these mortgages, examine your lifestyle and start planning adjustments to enable you to cope in the worsening economy. Next, globalization. Globalization intertwines economies and creates interdependencies. It benefits our economy significantly when we export products and services, and also when we import needed items. But when economies that import our products slow, our exporting and supporting sectors slow. And we are major exporters, sending over 80% of exports to the United States. The international credit and financial markets highlight a key area of global interconnectedness. Subprime lending was an unethical scheme developed in the United States. It spread abroad when greedy investors sanitized, packaged, and sold internationally as exotic financial instruments, securities backed by these mortgages. Not surprisingly, when subprime mortgages defaults soared, these exotic mortgage-backed investments collapsed, infected world economies, including our own. Globalization is not inherently bad, but it raises moral and ethical issues with personal financial consequences. For example, should Canada stop sales to China until they stop abusing human rights? What about your roles as investor when you buy RRSPs and simultaneously as a consumer when you buy stuff? From the same company, say Walmart, you can't get both the highest return on RRSPs and the lowest prices for stuff you buy. If it's cheaper for Walmart to produce goods in China than in Canada, are you prepared to accept a lower return on investment, pay higher prices for stuff, and possibly lose your job? In Luke 14:28, Jesus tells us to count the cost of discipleship. As you reflect on this global credit crisis, ask Him to show you how to handle trade-offs inherent in globalization.